How are you gonna win when you ain't right within? Today, I'm going to talk to you about the breaking point that we all reach at some point, and that pretty much determines how our lives change or don't change. Hi, my name is Stephanie, and I help you to think, heal, and feel good. And today's topic is something that I talk about with almost every single client that I start working with because it's that important. I started making these videos because I figured out a way to heal myself at home on this very couch many years ago when I was very sick. I started out from a hopeless place. My body was very sick. My mind was not doing great. I was emotionally, mentally, physically drained, and I didn't know what to do. Then I discovered meditation that set me onto the path of healing and rediscovering who I really am. And then along that path, I figured out what to do throughout the day with your eyes open when you are trying to achieve something, when you are trying to change, or when you're trying to heal your body. The question is, what do you do all day long when you're in a tough spot? When your mind is fighting you all day long, when you're in old patterns that just keep you stuck. You've tried everything. You meditate for hours already. You've tried different coaching programs. You've done a bunch of courses online. You've gone on spiritual trips. You've really put yourself out there trying to heal yourself, and yet you are not getting the results that you want. That was exactly my situation 6 years ago. I was desperate. And then I started building my own model because what I was doing was simply not working for me. At that time, I was covered in eczema from top to toe. You've heard the story, you've seen the pictures. We do not need to go there. And if you do, just watch some of my other videos and you'll see what I mean. Every single day, there was a point in time, a very short one, where I had a choice. I could choose to go down the regular path, which I did hundreds of times every day, or I could start doing something differently. I could think differently. I could teach myself to feel better. I tested a bunch of things. I learned what worked and what didn't. Essentially, you always have a choice. You choose what you do next, what you say next, what you think next. Even if you don't feel like you have control over that, you really do. And when you start exercising that control, things really change. The problem is that most people don't know that they have that control because there's too much momentum in their old thought patterns that is keeping them stuck. And then there is that dreaded breaking point, that moment when you are faced with a situation that is going to break you or make you. For me, that was a matter of coming back into this apartment during that time when I was covered in eczema. When I was out in public, I was able to not scratch myself because it was too shameful for me to do that in public. So I used all the willpower I had and I didn't scratch myself when I was among other people. But the minute I stepped in through that door behind me, I had an option. I could go back to scratching myself in front of the mirror, or I could make a different choice that led to a different outcome. And this is exactly what I talk about with every new client and what they have been doing and what they could be doing instead. The practicality of that is not always so easy because most of the time you can't even see what program you're in. You've been in it for so long that you think that a certain type of behavior is just who you are. And it's not. It is just a behavior. And a behavior can be changed just as easily as a thought can be changed. Now, I say easily because it's not that easy when you're right in the midst of that situation. You have a lot of emotional baggage. You have a lot of triggers. You have a lot of memories that show you and guide you into how you usually behave in that situation. But that doesn't mean that that behavior is cemented for the rest of eternity. That's just something that you are doing right now. As you become aware of your triggers, you will be able to change your life. This week, there was a significant incident inside my coaching group, which was awesome. One of the members reacted to something that I said. Not only did she react, she also said something about it. Not in the nicest way, which is exactly what we do when we're triggered. We lash out. We take out our anger on somebody else. We are desperate to put the blame on someone else to make ourselves feel a little better in the moment. What does that do? Nothing. It keeps you stuck in the same behavior until you realize that that is just you coming up against a pattern that you've been in for a very long time, and now you have a chance to change that. And when you do that in a safe place with someone you trust, you can actually change your behavior and your beliefs very quickly, because you'll see that you no longer need to protect yourself. You don't need that behavior that you've displayed for many, many years, because it's no longer serving you. It's not helping you. In fact, it is dragging you down and keeping you stuck. I highly encourage you to think about what that moment is for you, because it can literally change your life. And if you need help doing that, you are welcome to email me. I'll leave my email down below, because I'm now accepting new members into my coaching program, and I would love to have you be a part of it. Please subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. I'll also leave a link down below so that you can sign up for my emails, where I talk about exactly the same topics that you see me talking about in the videos on this YouTube channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Sending you so much love.